There is a verse in this regard. There is a verse in this regard. وَالَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَاتَّبَعَتْهُمْ ذُرِّيَّتُهُمْ. The ayah says, as for those who have believed and their offspring followed them with regards to Iman, بإيمان ألحقنا بهم ذريتهم. We will make their offspring join them, and we will not diminish any of the reward. We have a situation here. Will the believers get to recognize each other? Yes. Will family members will have reunion on the Day of Judgment in heaven? Yes. But the tricky question is, what if somebody was so righteous and somebody was half and half? He barely made it to heaven. And we discussed before that Al-Jannah is not just one floor. No, it's levels. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us the highest place in heaven, which is Al-Firdaus Al-A'la, where we can get to see the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam day and night, his companions and the rest of the prophets and messengers. So what happens when some people are up and their family members are down? Will there be a downgrade if I want to see my children? Do I have to go down to them? No. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, أَلْحَقَنَا بِهِمْ ذُرِّيَّتَهُمْ. We'll make their family members join them. So they will be upgraded. You just make me feel very emotional when you ask about that in heaven or on the Day of Judgment, will we recognize our children? Yes, inshallah we will recognize them. And this is our main concern. Not just to be saved, to make sure that our family members are along with us in heaven, inshallah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, يا أيها الذين آمنوا قوا أنفسكم وأهليكم نارا وقودها الناس والحجارة. O you who believe, protect yourselves and your family members. أهليكم, again, is the fire of hell, the fuel of which is people and stones. May Allah protect us. And basically, this is why we get married. This is why we have children. And the true relationship is not the blood relationship. It comes second. The true relationship is the relationship of the deen. What is the proof to that? The proof is from the Quran. When Nuh alayhi salam begged Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to save his son, قال نوح الرب إن ابني من أهلي وإن وعدك الحق. He's my son. He's one of my family members. The innocent reply came down from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, قال يا نوح إنه ليس من أهلك. He's not one of your family members. Yes, maybe one day he was your son, your biological son, and so on, a legitimate son. But because of his disbelief, there is no relationship, there is no nasab, there is no lineage anymore. إنه عمل غير صالح, because he is not a righteous deed, or he did not do the righteous deeds. So the only relationship which will make us recognize each other, love one another, is the religious commitment, staying steadfast on the deen. Otherwise, we all know, as we studied before in the ayat, يَوْمَ يَفِرُّ الْمَرْءُ مِنْ أَخِيهِ وَأُمِّهِ وَأَبِيهِ وَصَاحِبَتِهِ وَبَنِيهِ وَمَنْ فِي الْأَرْضِ جَمِيعًا ثُمَّ يُنْجِي. People would run away, will disown their closest family members and deny all the blood ties. Why? Everybody will say, نفسي نفسي.